Hey, this is John Lee Dumas of EO Fire, and welcome to Master Leadership. Great leaders ask great questions, and this podcast takes you on a journey to master leadership with questions that matter to leaders who matter with your host, Lily Sanabria.
Hi, this is Lily, and welcome to Master Leadership Through Crisis series, where we will connect with leaders worldwide to gain insights on important questions to help us navigate through rough waters. If you would like to participate as a guest, or if you have a question that you would like to ask a guest, go to masterleadership.org for more information. In many ways, Maddie Brown is the entrepreneur's financial entrepreneur. She brings the financial know-how that most small businesses are lacking. Many of Maddie's clients are professional artists, speakers, and consultants. These individuals, many of them accomplished self-starting women, have built seven-figure careers around working with other entrepreneurs to lead the life they desire. She loves working with small and startup women business owners to help them be financially smart and successful. There are 12 million women-owned businesses. 88% make less than $100,000 gross income. She is here to help them change that statistic and make a bigger difference in the world. Our interview will begin right after messages from our sponsors. Michelle Ashby, CEO of ACE LLC, is a fearless, committed champion for the betterment of women. Michelle has a goal to prepare 1,000 women to sit on corporate paying boards. To date, over 500 women have attended an ACE board training program, and of those women, there are 91 ACE board graduates with board certification by Corporate Directors International. 46 corporate board appointments, 5 CEO appointments, and 2 new companies launched. Find out more at www.acellc.consulting and take your free board assessment quiz now to see if you are a possible board candidate. Link to assessment is in the show notes. Welcome, Maddie Brown. How are you?
I am great. I'm getting to do the most favorite thing that I ever get to do. And so I love it. It is perfect for me.
What's your favorite thing?
Get on the phone and talk.
Oh, fantastic. So this is perfect. Are you ready to pour into our listeners?
I am.
Great. So tell us a bit about your path to leadership and what you're doing now.
Well, I passed the CPA exam in 1981. So we're going on 40 years of working with small business owners and coaches and entrepreneurs that are trying to A, make a living, and B, pay themselves so that they can live the life that they want to live. I also spent about 20 years with the Iowa Department of Revenue. So my time is evenly split between public accounting and doing training for the Iowa Department of Revenue. I have had a lot of opportunity to work with small businesses over the last 40 years. And I have an affirmation that I choose to use, that I love what I do and it makes a difference in people's lives. And I know that when I talk, I inspire and transform lives. And so every opportunity I get, I love to speak and talk about the choices that we're making every day.
The fact that you're highly skilled and you love what you do and you have this amazing smile tells me we've chosen the right person to tell us about our finances. So tell us about your organization.
We are located in a small town in Northwest Iowa, and we have clients all over the country. My business name is Smashing Numbers. So we can be smashing when we have smashing numbers. And I have 6 employees, and we do bookkeeping and accounting and taxes and tax preparation and tax planning, because those are the tools that help business owners understand their business and make smarter decisions. And when they make smarter decisions, they're more profitable. And when they're more profitable, they're more successful. And when they're more successful, they impact more people. And when they impact more people, it makes a difference in the world. And so I have a very deliberate set of clients that I work with. We work with coaches and entrepreneurs, people that are trying to make a difference in the world. And I kind of selfishly feel like if I can help them make a difference, then I'm making a difference in a ripple effect with lots of businesses.
You know, Maddie, you're speaking my language. Difference maker and ripple effect. I speak about that all the time. So is it smashingnumbers.com where we can get a hold of you?
Yes, it is.
I love that. Did you come up with that?
Actually, I had a little help.
Okay.
But I think most things require a little help.
Yes.
I think one of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make is trying to do everything themselves. And maybe just women in general trying to do everything themselves. And there's nothing wrong with getting help. And if you can get someone that has done what you have done or done what you want to do to guide you, you can shorten the path to success.
Those are words of wisdom. Absolutely. Now, we're currently, I don't know anymore, recovering from the global pandemic, COVID-19. How's that affected you?
It has generated thousands of questions. And I've done webinars and I've tried to be able to inform my clients and entrepreneurs in general about the various financial things available in the United States. And fortunately for us, most of our clients are virtual clients. And
Right.
So I spend my day on Zoom, and I spent my day on Zoom before, and we have clients all over the country, so they're used to working virtually. So the impact on our business was not a great impact. My 6 employees started working from home, which they actually really liked. And because of the way the business is structured, we've pretty seamlessly moved to an online environment.
So what kinds of services do you offer?
There are 3 main things that we offer. One is actually doing the bookkeeping, the accounting part of the business for our clients. The second thing is tax return preparation and planning. And the third thing is operating as a trusted business advisor, using the bookkeeping and the tax planning as tools to help people understand their business and choose things that are going to make them more successful. And so the tools of the trade are the accounting and the taxes, and the real meat on the bones is the advisory services. You need someone to have a second set of eyes because everything looks different to you when someone else is looking at it, okay? Yeah. And I always liken it to, I have kind of a weird thing. If I want to know how something looks, I will have my husband take a picture, and then I can look at the picture. And when I look at the picture, I see things that I don't see when I look in the mirror.
That is clever.
And just informing yourself and understanding your numbers. Most entrepreneurs are really good at what they do. They understand what they do. They're good at it, but they never learn to be an accountant. They never learned financial management. And it's not their fault that they don't know how to do it. But if I'm a doctor and I spend 3 or 4 hours a month working on my QuickBooks, I have made a very bad financial decision because I could be making money.
That's right.
And money isn't the most important thing, but it touches everything.
Right.
And so you've got to look at the money that is involved. And I don't believe that you can separate your business and your personal lives. It's all very well and good to say you want life balance, but every entrepreneur I have ever worked with has been someone that would work 80 hours in their business so that they didn't have to work a 40-hour-week job.
Yes, it's all about harmony. I agree.
And the worst thing they say to themselves is, I need to do it myself.
Absolutely. That is the meat on the bones, as you beautifully said. Thank you so much. Hey leaders, stay tuned for the rest of the interview following this brief message. Most of us sit, and we sit a lot, 8 to 10 hours each day. Unfortunately, we're not designed to sit. The result of this mismatch between our hunter-gatherer bodies and our sedentary, chair-centric society is an epidemic of poor posture, weakened core muscles, and back pain. Worse, sitting passively slumped all day leads to increased rates of diabetes, heart disease, even cancer. Sitting 8 hours per day robs the average person of 2 years of life. Luckily, it turned out that sitting isn't the real problem. The real culprit is sitting still. And while we can't get away from sitting, we can get away from sitting still. Dr. Turner Osler created a new type of chair that revolutionizes sitting by promoting movement while sitting. Purchase this chair at QOR360.com and begin your journey of active sitting. Now, Maddie, what quotes, advice, or practice has helped you most during crisis?
I'm a firm believer in Jack Canfield's work, The Success Principles, and his book is one I recommend. In fact, I send it to every new client that I get. You have to live your life in the way that you want to live your life. And the key to that, in my understanding, is that you have to take 100% responsibility for everything that is in your life, okay? Both the good things and the bad things. And when you take 100% responsibility, you take back your power and you enable yourself to be in control of your responses. You can't control events. We can't change the fact there was a pandemic, but you can change your response and what you do with that information. And when you change the response, it's going to change the outcome. So if you want to sit around and say, I don't have a job, I'm unemployed, I can't pay my rent, I don't know what to do, that's a choice. And you can figure out something to do. Now, it may not be your ideal perfect thing, but there is absolutely something that you can do. And usually if you look at the things you love around you, you can find a way to do the things you love and make the money and have the life that you want to live.
I love that you say we have a choice, we can change our response. And my experience has been that it also starts with the way I look at myself in the mirror, how I see myself in the mirror, and self-talk, right? To kind of change the negativity. When we change that, then we can start to change the responses. But we certainly need help to pivot from that. That's so deeply rooted.
People tend to bully themselves in their head.
Yes. Isn't that intense? And we don't even see that. You're absolutely right. We're our own worst enemy sometimes, where we should be our own best friend. You're absolutely right. So as a lifelong learner, what are you learning right now, Maddie?
What I'm learning right now is marketing. I have a program that I've been working on for years and years, and I've decided that 2021 is the year that this is going to take life. I am working on getting that program out into the world. That's my mission. That's my dream. And frankly, it's my legacy because it's what I want small business owners to know about their financial lives. And when they know the answers, then they can make good decisions.
So do we get a sneak peek at your program today or no?
If you go to smashingnumbers.com, you will find a link to it. And basically, it's creating a vision board for your business that is tied to money. And it works through what you really want to have in your life, personally, professionally, financially. And it integrates everything so that you create what I call a break-even point for your life and a financial vision that you can learn to follow and be successful and profitable.
So we can go to smashingnumbers.com.
There'll be a pop-up.
All right. Thank you, Maddie. Now, when you think of leadership today, what most concerns you and what are you most hopeful about?
What most concerns me is that people want to blame outside influences, which are not to blame. And I see a lot of entrepreneurial spirit as a result of the pandemic. There are a lot more people going into business. We really have two differing ends of the spectrum. One is falling victim to circumstance, and the second is taking inspiration from circumstance. And they're opposite ends of the spectrum, and they're opposite ends of how people need to learn to think.
It certainly is true. You said it from the beginning that we need to take 100% responsibility for our lives. And that is even more important with leadership because we impact other people. What are you most hopeful about?
I'm very blessed to work with a lot of people that are very inspired about making the world a better place. That network of people is growing, and it's more and more important. And I follow a little bit on the woo-woo side of the world.
I love woo-woo.
And I see that growing.
Mhm.
And as that grows, I think the responses that people can make change. And I see potential for really great things. Most people have an opportunity right now to redefine the rest of their lives. And the choices that they make today impact the results they have next year.
That's right.
And so it's really exciting because you can choose it to be whatever you want it to be. If you want to teach people to snowboard, there's a market for that. And so you can take anything that you love and you can turn it into a business that supports you and supports your life. And that opportunity right now is huge. I can say that I have been in debt. I can say that I have owed the IRS money. I can say that I have struggled in marketing because as a CPA and accounting, marketing is not the premier commodity that you have. And those things are challenges and they're part of being in business.
Love it. Thank you. We have a question from Casey Riles, and I love this question. What is your next wise move?
Oh, that is such a perfect question. My next wise move is I truly want this program that I talked about beforehand. If I could figure out how to make it go viral, I would absolutely feel like I had met what I was intended to do when I came here. So what I need to learn is how to make that happen. And I don't know the answer to that question today, but it's my intention to find out in 2021. So my next wise move is to surround myself with people that can help me do that.
Beautifully said. Now, as a listener of this podcast, what is a question that you would like a future leadership guest to respond to? Like, what are you curious about?
I want to know what they do to empower and inspire the people that they work with. What are the three most important aspects of inspiring and empowering?
I love that question, Maddie. Thank you. Maddie, is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners?
One thing that breaks my heart is when someone says that they're scared of their accountant, or they're intimidated by their accountant, or they're frustrated with their accountant. Your accountant should be a trusted advisor, and you should meet with them throughout the year, not just when taxes are due. And if they don't fill that role in your business, find a new accountant.
Well said. Maddie, thank you so much for adding value to me and to our listeners.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Have a fantastic day.
Okay, thank you.
In closing, here's a quick message. Coaching is the art of influence that underpins leadership in the 21st century. It is the very thing that can get you from being stuck to being extraordinary. So go to masterleadership.org and sign up to get a free coaching session. Until next time, continue to ignite that leader in you.